Hi, my name is Ikaika Pulotu, and this is my introductory video to my senior project. So this project will be adding a backend to an existing website, the Beaumont Ward website. Um, so breaking it down, there already is a Beaumont Ward website, but as it is right now, it's a single page, static page, just HTML and JavaScript. There's no backend, no. And what I will be doing in this project is be creating an API and having that backend and allowing the users to log in and make changes to the page. During the next 14 weeks, I would be breaking down into these steps. As you can see here, the first week I'll be setting up my environment, making sure that the repos are correct, connecting the site we're using is GoDaddy to host it. So connecting and downloading FileZilla to connect to GoDaddy. And then I'll be building the models that we'll be using in the API, building the routes for those in the next coming weeks, and then connecting everything to Swagger, documenting everything with Swagger. But with C#, we'll actually be using Swashbuckler. Then I'll be writing some tests to make sure everything runs okay. After that, on week 7, we'll be pushing the API to production and testing and fixing anything that doesn't work. Then for the last 7 weeks, I'll be working on the front end, building the different pages of views that we're going to be using and making connecting and making sure that the API works correctly. And then the week 13 and 14, I will be doing my final presentation and catching up with anything that needs to be done or working on my stretch goals. So my stretch goal for this will be to add additional pages for the auxiliaries. So this would be a second type of user that would be secondary to the admin. And then the other idea is to include another view and types of pages that the admins could, or the auxiliaries could control, that would be like a news feed, like a social media, so that people could upload posts to it, just like a blog. So during this project, I have a mentor, Scott McIntyre, and he is a software developer. But he is also the client for this project. He's the leader of the Beaumont Ward, or the bishop, and so I'll be working with him to make sure that he gets what he wants from this project, and also when I have problems and issues, he'll be able to help me out. During this project, I need a minimum of 130 hours, so I plan on spending 10 hours a week for the 14 weeks to make sure we get that. I also plan on recording these videos on a regular basis to talk about how the project's going and to explain what I've done so far. Lastly, we're going to talk about the technologies I'm using. So I mentioned before, we're going to use we'll be using the Entity Core framework. And be writing all the backend with C#. In the front end, we're going to be using Angular and be writing everything in TypeScript because of that. And we'll be, because we're using Entity Core framework, we're going to be connecting to SQL Server. That will be where our database is. And once again, everything's hosted on GoDaddy. Lastly, here's the structures of the views, the home page. We'll have a link to log in. After you log in, you can go to the admin page, and then there'll be 2 pages for editing link boxes and events. And then there will be a separate URL to create an account that will be secure, that will be given out only to admins. And then here is so the endpoints that we want to create for the API. So that has been my project proposal and what I'm going to be doing for the next year. I'm really next 14 weeks. I'm really excited and hope to learn a lot. Another note is I've never done anything with C# before, so it's going to be a learning curve for me. But I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to pick it up and know what to do. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.